Hello, everyone. I'm checking the list and I see that we don't have quorum yet. So I'm going to wait a couple of minutes until we have quorum.
Para todos ustedes que no hablan en inglés, la junta va a empezar en unos instantes, nada más estamos esperando a un participante. Si tienen alguna pregunta, por favor me la pueden escribir en la sección que dice QIR.
Yes. Something like that. Oh my God.
So I just got in touch with two committee members, one of which is on his way home, being delayed by the subway, something happened in Midtown. And then another one is driving home. So we will have quorum. There are 4 of us right now. At the meeting, we need 6. Once we have reached 6 members, we will start or proceed with the meeting.
De nuevo, el retraso que se está viendo ahorita es que hay 2 panelistas que no se encuentran. Uno viene en camino, parece que algo pasó en el centro, en el subway, y el otro está conduciendo a casa. Se necesitan 6 miembros para empezar la junta.
Okay, so as I checked the list, we do have 6 members of the licensing committee present. Having said that, we comply with the minimum requirements for quorum. And at this point, I would like to call this meeting to order at 6:43 p.m. on this Wednesday, February 13th. Actually, the 10th, ahead of my time. I would like to welcome everyone and apologies for the delay. Having said that, I would like to now introduce the person who is doing our translating services. If you're so kind, please introduce yourself and tell the rest of the members who might not speak English that they will have direct translation immediately. So please proceed to introduce yourself.
I guess now you can hear me. I was not mute. My name is Lily. I'm the interpreter. I'm here in Indiana. I grew up in New York, as a matter of fact. I don't miss it though. So I'm going to be interpreting for those who don't speak English. Hola, muy buenas tardes. Me llamo Lily. Voy a ser la que estoy interpretando para todas las personas que no hablen inglés. Si necesitan ayuda, por favor, si me mandan alguna pregunta por medio del Q&A y para poder pasar la información. Gracias.
Gracias a usted. Thank you so much. Having said that, we are going to invite other participants to please mute yourselves. And if you do have a question, please either raise your hand or feel free to interrupt if you feel that it's urgent. I would like to thank once again the staff members, Vanessa, for your services in making sure that we get the documentations on time. Thank you so much, Vanessa. As always, your service is second to none. Also to Chanel and Paola, thank you so much for organizing all the documents and be sent out to the committee members for review. Quick update on the inside dining. As you all probably know about how the governor approved 25% for inside dining. It's going to take effect this Friday. And it's something that, you know, we definitely needed in this industry and in this neighborhood. Like that the weather is not helping. So it's a welcoming relief. We do hope that the capacity will be safely increased to 50% whenever the time is convenient health-wise. So we have to make sure that we stay safe and healthy. For the purpose of gathering documentation and organizing the minutes and resolutions, last time around we had Angel producing the resolutions. Thank you so much, Angel. I see that you're on the call, and I'll introduce you guys in a few minutes. And also, Ashley, you produce the minutes. So at this point, I'm going to ask for volunteers from the committee to produce both resolutions and minutes. Do I have any volunteers?
Isidro, Marielle here. I can do the resolutions.
Marielle, thank you so much, Marielle. Marielle will do the resolutions. Anybody else would like to volunteer? Committee members?
Hey, Cedric, Leo, I'll do the minutes.
Leo will do the minutes. Thank you so much, Leo, your assistance as well. At this point, I'm going to explain how the process is going to work on this session. I'm going to entertain all applicants, beginning with other renewals, followed by any changes of operations, and then moving on to new licenses.
Get out.
We please mute yourselves if you have an opportunity to do so. So we would discuss each applicant one at a time. We will allow both precincts to state their opinion on the matter, after which we will listen from the merchants, or the merchant first and then the precinct, sorry. So the merchant will be first, then the precinct. Then we'll open up the floor for residents, after which we hear from all the three different angles. We're going to then convene within committee members and come to a conclusion and vote on each applicant. Are there any questions on the process on how we're going to proceed? I see no questions, so we'll proceed. Robin, are you on the line? Rob?
Yes.
So can you please pass attendance in a few once we go through the proper introduction of all the committee members, the precincts, and the rest of the members. You will pass attendance one business at a time. Then after that, you're going to call like Gerard used to do, because it's not here, who is next on the agenda. And
Okay.
who else do I have on the line for further tasks? Wall is not on the line. Rosie, are you on the line? Rosie is not at the meeting. No need.
Hello? Sorry, I'm
Rosie,
on the line. Hello.
will you be so kind to keep time? For residents will be 2 minutes.
Can you give me a moment because I stepped out, but I can start doing that within like 10 minutes.
Not a problem.
Okay.
I can proceed. You let me know when you're ready.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rosie. Having said that, let's go through the proper introduction of all committee members one at a time. And then we'll proceed to introduce the precincts. And if there are any representatives from elected officials, proceed to do that as well. So once again, my name is Isidro Medina. I'm the chair of the licensing committee. It is my pleasure to see you all here. Next and followed by alphabetical order committee members.
Robin Cruz.
Ashley. Leo.
Good evening, everyone. This is Leo Jimenez.
Angel. Marielle.
Good evening, everyone. Marielle here.
Ashley is here, right? She was stepped out for a minute. And Rosie. Angel. We have to have 6 members and I'm writing the attendance as we speak. So we need to have 6 licensing committee members. And I know
Angel's here.
So Angel's here. Rosie, for the purpose of the minister, please tell us that you're present.
I am present, sorry.
Thank you. So with that, we have 6 members. I'd like now to introduce the precincts, starting with the 33rd precinct.
Hi, good evening. It's Police Officer Brown from the 33 precinct. How's everybody doing?
Thank you so much. And the 34th precinct.
Lieutenant Taveras and Officer Aim, good evening.
Thank you so much, officers, for joining. I'm checking the list and I don't see elected officials, no representatives.
Type fries, are you crazy?
Aurelia, please mute yourself. And I don't see any board member thus far. Very well, let's start and proceed with the meeting. Starting with agenda item number 1, Skina 214, doing business as a Café Tabaco y Ron, located at 501 14th Street. We're going to open up the floor for the representative of Tabaco and Ron. Tabaco and Ron, please introduce yourself to the committee and officers.
Aurelia Tavares for Tabaco y Ron. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for having us.
Thank you, Aurelia, and you are the representative, of course.
Yes.
Very well. This is within the purview of 34th precinct. Officer Tavares, what is the input of 34th precinct?
Good evening. This is Officer Aim. So basically, we've received 311 complaints, mainly consisting of social distancing and residential noise affecting residents above the establishment and the surrounding areas. But other than that, there's no other issues. So that's our take on that.
Thank you so much, officer. And since I don't see any residents that want to have their input into the record, raise your hand. I don't see any. This license is about to expire. It's already expired on January 31st.
Yes, this is a late renewal, Mr. Medina.
Thank you so much. The last time that this applicant came to the board, that went back to January 29th.
For an alteration application, we were moving the bar from the left to the right.
There was no objection by this committee or the board. It was approved by the board. Taking into account that there have been no previous issues with this applicant, I see that the Councilman Rodriguez also sent a letter of support for this license, indicating that this establishment has been a contributor to the great neighborhood that we have in the community. Both the owner, Mr. Segura, has been active in this COVID-19 pandemic, and the councilman says that he's very grateful to William, who during the time has provided food to the community and so on. So this is a letter that was submitted to the board. That letter will be part of the record and for the minutes. Having said that, I would ask if there are no comments or issues from the committee members that we go to straight vote.
Yes, I agree.
All right. So having said that, are there any opposition or should we go to a vote one by one? Committee members.
Mr. Chair, there were two hands up before that motion.
Thank you so much, Leo, for bringing that up. 'Cause
Oh, Angel.
Sorry, Angel. Thank you so much for bringing that up. And I see that the hands are coming from Angel Maria. I'm sorry, Maria, please.
I think Angel had his hand up first, so please go ahead and then I'll go after him.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Angel.
Yep, my question is in regards to the social distancing 311 calls. Can I get, again, a figure in terms of how many and when was the last one? I guess from the 34th.
What was the name?
Yes, out of the 31 311 complaints, I don't have an exact number. They're right in front of me. The last one was in June, like around 11:25 p.m. These are just complaints from people in the area. The establishment, Tabaco y Rum, is not social distancing its customers. This is a reoccurring problem every night since the restaurant reopened. Tabaco and Rum is the establishment. So that's just one of the complaints we've received. This is just coming from the community. So if you need an exact amount, I can give that to you at a later time.
No, thank you. So just to confirm, June was the last time.
Let me check. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Maria?
Yes, Angel actually touched on what I was going to ask regarding the social distancing, but just to take that question a bit further, being that kind of indoor dining will be reopening at 25% capacity, next week, can you provide some reassurances that social distancing will be taken seriously?
Aurelia, please respond.
Yes, Maria, thank you for that. First, I want to apologize. I'm going to take it up with the owner. And it's kind of hard when the crowds pass by. But what we're going to do is step up our PPP materials, make sure that when the location is open, we have 6 feet distancing on the ground so that we don't have those issues. And I would also post the sign of the manager so that when we have those types of issues, like I said, 25% or no percentage, we still want to make sure that we comply with the community board and the community and we don't endanger anybody. So I will take it up with management.
Thank you so much, Aurelia, for your explanation. And I know that people want to gather up, but the better that we implement these regulations, I guess the safer we'll be as a community. And I'm glad that you and Tabaco are going to take steps to rectify these issues. So I write that as part of the minutes. And it's not only having signs, but it's about executing that if you see a violation, that you take care of it right away. We still don't have 100% compliance with our clients, but they stand up without a mask. Oftentimes they forget. I forget at times as well when I visit some places. But it's a matter of having someone there to make sure that all these regulations I comply with. So thank you so much. If there are no oppositions, I will go. I will request a straight vote on this matter.
Yes, let's do both.
You're gonna do a roll call, or you're gonna go for a straight vote? If there are no opposition, are there any oppositions?
If there is no opposition, we can go straight up for just vote.
All those in favor?
Robin.
Yes.
Just say your name, and then I will know that you.
Robin.
Okay.
Leo, yes.
Okay.
Angel, yes.
Okay,
Marielle, yes.
okay. So we have Robin, Leo, Angel, Mariel, and Isidro,
Oh, and me as well, Rosie.
and Rosie. So by a vote of 6-0-0, this application passes. Congratulations, Aurelia. Please relay a message to William that he does have the support of elected officials, the community as well, and please take proper measure to rectify the social distancing issues.
Thank you, everyone. I will, and have a great evening.
Second on the agenda, Sushi Vida, Mama Sushi, 237 Diamond Street at the corner of Seaman Avenue.
Thank you so much, Robin. This is with the purview of 34 precinct. Do I have a representative here for Mama Sushi? Or the owner?
Victor Santos. I am the representative from Mama Sushi.
Very well, Victor. Thank you so much for coming. This license is going to expire January 31st of March. So I'm glad that you're taking matter and rectifying that your renewal goes without a hitch. Very well. I see that this is a complete application. You do have a name on your last health inspection. This is with 34 of purview. So Amy, what's the opinion of 34 precinct?
In regards to Mama Sushi, we haven't had any issues with them. They've been compliant. Susana, works with the 34th, and pretty much no complaints. They work with the community. So that's our take.
Very well. Thank you so much, Officer, for your input. Do I have any question from the attendees? I see none. We're going to come back to committee members, but before I proceed with committee members, Victor, would you like to tell us a bit more about your operation, how things going? What do you hope to take Mama Sushi? And now that we're going to open up with 25% capacity, what is your plan? Because we want to keep this industry active, but at the same time to rectify any problems that you guys might have, and how you're going to make this a business that can last for a while, because this is an industry that has been hit left and right. And I want to know, like, what will be your plan once we open up with 25% capacity, which starts on Friday? Victor.
Okay, so good evening, everybody. This pandemic has, as all restaurants, has hit us pretty hard. It basically made us come up with different ideas and different things that we weren't used to in order to survive, especially when we got shut down completely back in March. We took on the takeout and delivery operation, which completely took off for Mama Juana. Didn't take off as much for Mama Juana, but for Mama Sushi, we did pretty well. We had some issues, with the outdoor structures a couple of times. We have rectified the situation. Pretty much, we're good to go. Looking forward for this weekend. Hopefully we get some good business coming in. That we need it. Bringing in back our staff as well. As you know, we have a lot of staff in Mama Sushi. Just in the sushi bar, we have 5 sushi chefs, plus the separate kitchen in the back for the main courses. So
Thank
we're
you.
excited.
Thank you so much, Victor. Obviously, the last time that Mama Sushi came back to the community board, there was no objection for Mama Sushi. I do like the services there. The service is second to none. The food is also great. Do you still employ your managers? Have you kind of laid off some of them?
We had to, we brought back one of the managers. The other one, Ricky, he's back already. Griselda's coming back now this weekend with the return of the indoor dining. So we've been trying to, give him some hours between Bocaditos, Chinito, Latino, and Mama Sushi.
And Oscar, is he back in Mama Sushi or not yet?
Not yet. I think he's gonna be back this weekend.
All right, great people that you have there.
Thank you.
Very happy with the service they provide. One regards to Susana. Please give her my best regards.
Will do.
Very well. Having said that, I would recommend that we go to to vote by acclamation if there are no oppositions. Any opposition committee members? If there are oppositions, please say so. Otherwise, this will be passed by acclamation, meaning no oppositions. Seeing none, this application passes by consensus 600. Victor, congratulations again. Warmest
Thank you.
You take care of
Thank
yourself.
you. You too.
Third on the agenda, the Metropolitan Museum of Art and Bon Appetit Management Company, Tri Cafe 99, Margaret Corbin Drive, Fort Tryon Park, and Tri Cloister.
Thank you so much, Rob. And this is an application that is a seasonal applicant who come to the board quite often. If I'm not mistaken, I don't even have to see or check the record. Never complain. Great food there. I see that they have an A on the last health inspection. But without going any further, do we have a representative from the Met?
Yes, we do. This is Sujin Kim. Good evening, everyone. This is Sujin Kim. I'm an attorney for the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and I also have my colleagues, Alina Augusti and Tucker Flake, as well, joining me.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Amy, this is within the purview of 34th. What is the opinion of 34th precinct?
How you doing? This is Officer Aim. We haven't had any issues with them. We haven't received any 311 calls, so there's really nothing to report. They're a good business.
On my tenure here as on this committee, I never heard one bad comment on this establishment. So I'm really grateful for the service that you provide, the food, and obviously the reputation that you have is second to none. I'm very grateful for what you're doing here in the Heights. Do you have any statements to make as representatives and or managers?
We're very grateful for the opportunity to come before the licensing board committee, and we're very much looking forward to being able to reopen as soon as we can.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kim and Tucker. Thank you for your participation. Do take care of yourselves, and I hope that you continue to prosper. But
Thank you.
We'll now go to a proper vote, and if there are no oppositions, I will have this application to be passed by acclamation. No oppositions. This application passes unanimously, 600. Congratulations, you all. Do take care of yourselves.
Thank you.
you.
4 on the agenda, Locksmith Wine and Bar Inn, 4465 Broadway, between 180 and 182 Street.
Thank you so much. No, it cannot be 182nd. This is
190 Street.
Thank you so much. Please continue, Rob.
Locksmith is 4465 Broadway, between West 190 and West 192nd Street.
Thank you so much, Rob. Again, this is when the purview of 34th precinct. But for the purpose of the minute, please let's have some representatives from Locksmith.
My name is Oscar Napa. This is my wife, Joelle Ludwig. We are the operating owners at Locksmith, along with my brother, Ryan Napa.
Oscar, I'm sorry, what's your last name?
Napa, N-A-P-A.
And
Joelle Ludwig, L-U-D-W-I-G.
Very well. And I understand you are the owner and managers?
Yeah, we're operating owners.
Very well. Thank you so much for coming. I see that this license will expire within April 30th. So I'm glad that you're doing this way ahead of time because you just never know. The last time you came on board was last year, May 2nd. There was no objection by this board. The last time that the health inspector passed by your place, you had an A, so congratulations. I will say that within the purview of 34 precinct. Officer Aim, what is the opinion of 34 precinct?
In regards to the locksmith, in 2020, we received 12 311 complaints, mainly consisting of noise complaints, loud music, speakers, and overcrowding on the sidewalks, just people on the sidewalks, and the double parkers is pretty bad on that section of Broadway, obstructing the traffic. So that's my take.
Thank you so much, Officer Aim. I don't have any community residents present. So the issue of tower parking is a big problem around this area. It is also an issue that is a safety issue. Both heading north and south. It's a big problem. And that's one of the reasons why some of the licenses there, to some degree, have been objected to by this committee, the 34th, and the community board at large, because God forbid, in case of an emergency, there'll be no room for either fire trucks, ambulances, and the NYPD to pass by. And we want to be responsible. We care about businesses, but we also care about residents in case of an emergency. Oscar, how are you guys managing to alleviate this problem?
We spoke to Detective Pena back in the summertime when this was a problem, and I sat down with Detective Pena at the precinct, and we came up with a plan. We hired some security to just kind of stand on the outside of the street and tell cars that they couldn't double park. I mean, unfortunately, it is New York City, and then with the outdoor structures, it becomes an even more of a problem. But it's a problem that I think we've attacked pretty well. And Detective Pena, even in the past, made comments saying that we did a good job on moving forward with it.
If somebody parks and doesn't listen to us, we will deny service to them.
I think there was a recommendation by the 34th precinct, but Officer Ray, if I'm not mistaken, not to confront patrons. Just ask them to leave, but don't take any further than that. I still see that this is a continued problem, though. Has been reported by Officer Ames about this problem. Now they're going to open up, and hopefully the weather is going to improve, right? So there'll be more opportunity for cars to park or double park. And I think that there should be a more proactive approach, because again, this is a very serious problem that we have with Buddha Bar, Locksmith, and when quite possibly Mega Pizza opens up, it's going to bring more traffic as well.
Right. Unfortunately, we are on a block that has a lot of other commercial businesses, and it does cause a lot of congestion. You have a lot of people that go to the 99-cent store or Deals, I'm sorry, and they'll double park in front of our establishment, or you have cab drivers that are waiting for customers to come down from the building that we're attached to, and they'll double park in front of the business, and so on and so on and so on. So, I mean, not to throw anybody under the bus or play the blame game, but we are dealing with other businesses on the block that do have customers that pull up to their businesses and now, cause this double parking issue. And it becomes a little congested, and we've done our best to hire, go the extra mile and hire security to stand out there and make sure they're constantly moving cars and not double parking in front of our establishment. But what they'll do is they'll just go double park across the street.
Please don't cease your effort in making sure that the double parking issue doesn't become a problem in the future.
Thank you.
The issues, the calls that came up on 311 for noise, when was the last time that a complaint was raised about this entity?
This is Officer Aim. The last noise complaint that we received was in October 25th at 8:05 p.m. The complainant stated that the Locksmith Bar is playing music for its outdoor customers that can be heard a block away. You can barely hear a conversation when in front of the business. The special accommodations for outdoor dining do not include for loud music. The bass is so loud enough to hear a couple blocks down. Please send someone there and ticket them so this does not escalate. So that's the last 311 we received.
So, as managers of Locksmith, you know that you're not allowed to have music outside, right?
Absolutely.
And this complaint came saying that there was a loud music being played outside. What is your response?
Again, not to play the blame game and point the finger at other people, but we're attached to a building. We're on the first floor. And there are a lot of gentlemen from the building that like to hang outside the building. They smoke their hookah. They have their speakers out there and they're just blaring the music. So when somebody walks by, they'll immediately assume, oh, the noise is coming from Locksmith Wine and Burger Bar because we're the easy target. But in reality, it's not coming from us. I mean, we've been a part of this community for a very long time. You know, we've been in business since 2009. We're always, my wife and myself, we live in the neighborhood. We raise a small child in the neighborhood. Like, you know,
We fed the hospital this whole year.
like we have always focused on being a part of this community and not bringing any drama and trouble to the community. So, I mean, about that, I wish that somebody would walk by and actually see what was going on and take a glimpse or snap a picture or a video, because when the weather's nice, I mean, anybody that lives in Washington Heights knows that noise is a problem with people hanging out outside when the weather's nice.
Do you have a phone number that is visible, Oscar, so in case there are complaints, people can call you directly? Do you have that somewhere or not?
The 34th precinct has your number,
The
right?
34th precinct does have our number. We set up a phone system at the restaurant where you can leave voicemail, and I don't know how to explain it right now off the top of my head. Joel, you want to explain the
Yeah.
shots?
Yeah, like it'll connect to either Oscar or myself.
But can you put that phone number visible in front of your window? That way
Yeah,
we could put
absolutely.
we could definitely put also an email address. I'm a little against just putting my cell phone number on the door, just because, you know, people will call me about anything.
Right, and they'll call you very late at night, but there has to be a phone number where if there is a problem or noise issue, they can call someone that is already on hand and is directly supervising the place when the complaint is made.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I see that Leo, you have your hands up. Leo, please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Cedric. I just want to attest to Locksmith. They've been around for quite a while. I'm a patron. I've attended plenty of times. The restaurant food is really good. And they have, throughout the pandemic, been supporting the neighborhood. As the owner said, they know they took food into the hospital. They have a strong social media presence. So if anybody wants to reach out to them, I know they're active on social media. And the owners, from my encounter with them, are very friendly. They are customer service oriented and they contribute to the neighborhood. So I believe they're a good neighbor and they'll do whatever it needs to take care of any situation they may be having. In their defense, the area is kind of the hot spot of, I want to say, between 190 there and Broadway. So there's a couple other establishments, people double park all over, which is it is an ongoing issue. But during the pandemic, the times I've walked by, I haven't seen any double parking on their end. So
thank you so much,
thank
Leo.
you guys. Keep the good work up.
Thank you very much, Leo.
Thank you so much, Leo, for your input, and that'll be part of the record as well. I myself have visited the establishment plenty of times, never had a problem. The food is great. The ambience is also excellent. So I love the place out. I now see that we are joined by a board member, and also we are joined by our two new committee members. But first, before I introduce the new committee members that have just joined us, let me introduce our board member and also the chairperson of the Economic Development Committee of CV12, Domingo Esteves. Domingo Esteves, welcome. I see that you have your hands up. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, Isidro? You hear me?
Very well. Yes, we do.
Yeah, so I also want to talk about Locksmith as one of the few businesses that during the peak of the pandemic weren't only looking for ways of monetizing, but opened up their business to really be an essential space for the community to be able to get supplies, right? So for instance, Uplift NYC, when we reached out, they were one of the few people that provided us with, when we were doing our care packages for the elderly, with to clean the disinfectants and stuff like that, because they did have that. And as somebody who lives across the street, I'm actually gonna beg to differ. As we all know, certain businesses are targeted more than others. But as somebody who lives right across the street from them, I could tell you we have a supermarket right across the street. So if you're looking at double parking, let's talk about the trucks that double park there. Let's talk about the double parking is not necessarily stemming from one individual location. I think it more has to do with city and being able to create better utilized spaces within the streets, but also most importantly, like, this is one of the pillars in our community. So I think I think folks have to, when they enter our community, they have to know where they're moving to, and they have to do their research. And I think it's extremely important not to use 311. And I believe we had a conversation about this, Isidro, how certain individuals seek to weaponize it to target our communities of color. And I think it's important to say that, because as somebody who lives literally right across the street, I have never heard any music that like my window faces the street that I could say has been from a block away. Like, whoever's saying that, I'm not sure if they have their hearing aid on extra, but I think it's very important to know. And I also think as we think about small businesses, we also have to think about COVID, how we're going to transition not back to normal, but to the new normal. And most importantly, how we're going to support our businesses with the current financial situation and economic situation that we're currently in.
Thank you so much, Domingo, for your input. As always, very important as chair of the Economic Development Committee of City 12, and your comments will be entered into the record. It's always good to hear different opinions, and since you live presently nearby, it's important that we also have that input as well. So thank you so much once again. I see that before we introduce any members, I see that Maria, you have your hand up. Maria.
Yes. So thank you, Locksmith Wine and Bar. So more just, I guess, a general comment, and just kind of wondering, and not specifically towards your establishment, but just, the area. Just wondering if there's ever been kind of any effort to talk to other business owners in the area to say, this is a collective problem that we have in terms of the double parking, to address it collectively, because it's impacting everyone. So I was just wondering, again, a suggestion, but just a thought that I wanted to throw out there.
Thank you so much. And guys, please respond to Maria.
So, just with the Dollar Tree, they had created a line that went all the way past our store. If you've been in front of Locksmith, there's a Russian market, a beauty salon, all the way past the Russian market. And we had asked them to stop putting their line there, because it's they weren't doing any social distancing. There was no markers, and it wasn't allowing our customers to wait on the proper line. We had spoken to the manager, asked them to move it to the other side, and we got denied. So that was our attempt at least with the social distancing traffic on the sidewalk. So I don't know how comfortable it is to speak to them about the cars parking as well. As far as Oscar, do you have anything to say?
I've tried to speak to some other restaurateurs in the neighborhood about the parking situation, but the parking situation is just, honestly, it's a pain, because they'll say it's us, we'll say it's them, and it's just kind of like this wicked circle. Like I said, the only thing that we can do is, try to, even myself, I'm out there sometimes asking people to please move their car. And it puts me in a tough predicament, because I don't have a badge, or I don't have a siren that I can, they don't always listen, and a lot of the times it might not be our patrons that are waiting there, and they get very standoffish. They say, you don't own the street, you're not the police, why should I move for you? The the patrons that are coming to our establishment, when I approach them, they're always more than understanding to move somewhere else, circle the block a few times, go. I always direct them to the parking lot down the street. I like to do that. You know, I try my best. Those patrons are great. They're understanding. It's really the ones that aren't coming to us that always give us the hard time.
Some of the things, so just one, do you mind if I say something? So some of the things that we try to do, at least for our business, is social media will promote our website and Grubhub and Seamless so that people can, and we ask people to pre-order so that they're not coming in and deciding to order and then leaving, you know, and having to double park. Or when they get there, what either the security or Oscar or his brother will say is, go to this website, pre-order, go take a drive around the block. By the 15 minutes, it'll be ready. So we try to encourage that behavior to pre-order so that they're not trying to double park.
Area is a concern for the community.
Sorry, Isidro, can I just respond to that? Just wanted to say thank you for your proactiveness on it, because I certainly understand it's not specific to your business. It's an issue that's happening everywhere. But thank you again for your proactiveness on it.
Thank you.
Thank you as well. I think that somehow this issue has to be addressed, and I would not dare to say that the 34 should do more enforcement, because oftentimes when there is enforcement, we will get a complaint back that the NYPD is anti-business, anti-small business. And oftentimes, you know, when the NYPD does ask them to move, they will move and they just come back around. So it's a situation that, you know, we really have to be careful how we handle this, because God forbid it's an emergency. We're all going to end up losing. So be as proactive, continue. Don't let this issue rest. We need to have your full attention on this matter.
Again, Isidro.
Domingo.
There's like, and like, again, right, it talks about the corporations, right? There's also 18-wheelers that actually block the bus stop. You know what I'm saying? On the opposite side. So like, this is not like, all I want to say is like accountability should be across the board. And if we're going to hold small businesses accountable, let's also hold those corporations who technically don't abide by any rules and do whatever they want.
And it's a problem that we have in other hand. You know, as I wear my other hat as an executive director for the bid, we have many trucks that not only park to unload, but they stay there 24/7. It's an ongoing problem that I have brought up to the community board many times. It's a big problem because oftentimes they rather take the summon and not having to pay parking garage that will be over $100. So they rather take the penalty on the summons. At this point, I would like to welcome the two new members that have just joined us, Waldis and Gerard. And you know that you have your hands up, but first let me welcome Waldis, and then Gerard, you have your hands up, and then you can introduce yourself. If you have a question, please do so. But at this point, I'd like to introduce Waldis. Waldis, please.
Hey guys, good evening. Waldis Cruz here. I'm gonna just piggyback off what everybody's saying, specifically Domingo. You know, I do want to give the kudos to Locksmith. It's a fine establishment. I think it's a really good cultural establishment, specifically to like, I want to say more like to the younger population, the young adult population, quote unquote. Food is good, drinks are great. You know, I you know, that drink with the Casamigos was a hit over the summer. Just wanted to you know, tip my hat to you. You know, I agree with Domingo when he says that, you know, double parking is an overall issue, and with you too, Isidro, where it's an issue overall. Like I've seen, you know, bakeries like De Colores, right? Like that block right there is the double park central, right? And it's you know, again, it's everywhere. I don't want to single out any business, you know, seeing that there are double park cars either says two things to me: that the business is really good, or that, you know, it's a traffic issue, a traffic and transportation issue, right? You know, a lot of these businesses are on main streets in Upper Manhattan, specifically, you know, Dykeman, Broadway, 207, etc. And that's where, you know, a lot of foot traffic does go to. So like, you know, I don't want to say, I don't think it's a business issue per se, but it's just like the nature of, you know, centralizing popular spots, right? Like that's just what's going to happen when in the city is just like, there's just not enough space overall. So again, I'm all the way for and advocate for at Locksmith, specifically that business, especially around that area, like that, you know, other businesses around that area, you know, have done different types of things, but Locksmith, I think, has been very legitimate and very great overall, very much so for the community and for the people. So just want to give my, tip my hat to you guys. So thank you guys for being great.
Thank you so much, Waldis, for your comments, and this will also be part of the record. It seems, Locksmith, that you do have cheerleaders in the community. I now see that Gerard, please introduce yourself, and I see that you also might have a comment. Gerard, yeah.
Greetings, thanks, Isidro. Well, two things. Well, I'm here. Sorry, I was stuck on a train. So I can actually call out the attendees and take time, if you'd like me, for the rest of the meeting. Additionally, I do want to kind of reiterate to the panelists, attendees, anybody that's attended, we want to thank you for coming tonight. And we want to remind everybody that one of the things we've tried to do over many years at the licensing committee is to create a safe place, a safe environment where our neighbors who look like all of us feel comfortable to come and express their thoughts and their concerns. And the last thing anybody in this committee is going to do is judge anybody or make anybody feel less than who steps up and wants to express their own thoughts and concerns. We encourage anybody who wants to come to this tonight and for the next meetings to feel safe and comfortable. We will not judge you. We will not make you feel less than if you want to say something or express something. You should express yourself. And it's just a reminder, you know, it's safe here, and we'll encourage you, and we will never discourage any of you that want to express your thoughts as one of our community neighbors and friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much. At this point, I'd like to call this agenda item to a vote. If no oppositions, let's proceed with the vote. Or unless there are no oppositions, I will call this agenda item to be voted by acclamation. Meaning, like, if there are no oppositions, it will be approved. Jura, please lower your hand. That way I will know that there will be no.
I am trying to do that. Sorry.
If there are opposition, please raise your hands. If not, this item will be voted by acclamation. Okay, I see. Okay, so no hands. So if there are no opposition, this applicant has passed by acclamation, which is by unanimous vote, which consists of all the committee members that are present. By a vote of 8-0-0, this application passes. Congratulations to Locksmith.
All right. Robin, I'll take. Next up, restaurant. Robin, you did a great job. Next up on the agenda is Restaurant and Wine. It's item 5. It's El Jovito Seafood Restaurant, Inc. It's located at 1579 St. Nicholas Avenue. They're at the corner of West 189th Street. Again, it's agenda item 5. It's for Restaurant Wine, and it's El Jovito Seafood Restaurant located at 1579 St. Nick Avenue. Present?
Yes, Miguel Acosta here on behalf of El Jovito.
Welcome.
El Jovito. Miguel, so you are the representative, right?
Yes, correct. This is for renewal.
A renewal, yes, indeed. This is with the purview of 34th precinct. Officer Aim, what is your opinion of the 34th precinct?
How you doing? This is Officer Aim. With El Jovito, in 2020, there were no 311s. We haven't had any issues with that establishment. You know, as every area, you know, in the Heights, just the double parkers, but that's something that we're working on. And just hopefully everybody could do their part and try to alleviate that. But nothing really to report with that establishment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Officer Aim. The last time that this applicant came to the board for both a change to the method of operation and for the renewal. There was no opposition by this community board. The last time that they came for inspection, they had an A. Are there any comments from residents? I see none. Any questions or comments from committee members? Seeing none. And as such, since there are no issues with this applicant, I will ask that this applicant be voted by acclamation. Any oppositions? Seeing none, this application passes by a vote of 8-0-0. By unanimous vote. Miguel, pass out. Congratulations to the owner, and I hope you continue to do an outstanding job. And how are they doing, if you know?
They're all right, maintaining. Right now, hopefully, with this 25%, all restaurants in the neighborhood will be able to probably pick up a little bit more and consolidate, revenue from the deliveries and the indoor dining.
This is mostly,
it's been a struggle.
The takeout establishment, right? Mostly,
Yeah, basically, that's why they're able to survive a bit. Sometimes you don't want to get rid of your staff because you don't know if they're ever going to come back. So even though the revenues have decreased, most of their expenses have maintained the same. So hopefully now with this PPP, everybody gets funded on time and is able to at least manage until from here to March. Maybe things change for the restaurant industry and we're able to increase this capacity to 50% from here to the summer, have the outdoor and 50% inside. That'll be great for all of us.
I know that the weather has not been cooperating, Miguel, but when it does get warmer, the area tends to be a little bit noisy.
Yes.
Too many people playing domino. I'm not saying that's that's bad.
Well, that was the case with him before. We discussed that, and I think he addressed it, and I think things got better. As you can see, no 311 calls, and it's hard to control people that are live in the neighborhood, especially, in our culture, when we in our neighborhood is our neighborhood. So, we tend to take over blocks.
No doubt. I will pass by once again, once it gets warmer around that area. I would like to see that area, to do well. But at times I saw some people drinking alcohol in public. I'm not saying that that's for the restaurant.
Yeah, no, we discussed that before, and
all right.
Like I said, he's doing his best to try to maintain everything under control and not be a nuisance to the neighborhood.
Very well. Committee members, any questions? Seeing none, I would ask that this, this has been passed already. Sorry.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Let's go to the next one. You are.
Next would be item 6 on the agenda, and that is going to be El Gran Valle 4 Restaurant Inc. It's located at 1944 Amsterdam Avenue, and that's between 156th and 157th Street. Again, it's item 6 on the agenda for Restaurant Wine. It's El Gran Valle 4 Restaurant Inc. Present?
Present.
Welcome.
Gerard, for calling this to attention. This is with the purview of 33rd Precinct, Officer Brown. But I see before, Officer, you are render your opinion. This license has expired. Will expire quite soon.
Yes.
What's the status on the permit, on the certificate?
Okay, so we're just waiting for SLA to process the renewal application, which has already been submitted to the department.
Very well, thank you so much. I hope you get this very soon. The last time that you came on board, and that was March 6th of last year, there was no objection by this committee and all of the board. And the last health inspection that you had a name. For the purpose of the minutes, please tell us your name.
My name is Heidi Palmer.
Heidi?
Yes, Heidi.
Palmer, right?
Yes.
And you are the owner or the representative?
I am the representative.
Very well. Officer Brown, what is the opinion of 33rd Precinct?
Hi, good evening again. It's Officer Brown from the 33 Precinct. I ran the location going back from 2018 year to date. We've actually had no 311 calls for loud noise or disorderly people inside the location, and no social distancing or anyone not wearing a mask. We've had no violations at this location. We haven't had any complaints for double parking in front. So in respective of the 3-3 precinct, we have no concerns with this location.
Thank you so much, Officer Brown. Third precinct. Do I have any? I see that there's some hands up from the committee members, but let me check on attendees and residents. There are none. I'm going to now take a question from Marielle. Marielle, you have the floor.
Yes, more so just a comment and just to say that I love this establishment. The food is great and everyone, every time I go in, everyone is, very warm and friendly. When the times that I've been in, the staff, they're all wearing their mask, observing, the proper protocols. So I just wanted to, again, kind of say that I really like this establishment.
Thank you so much, Marielle.
Thank you so much, Marielle, by your input, and this will also be part of the record and the minutes. Angel, you have the floor.
Yeah, I just want to echo Marielle's sentiments. I love the food. I love the environment. I think it's a great establishment. I frequent it. I live not too far from me. And I just wanted to say, keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, Angel.
Thank you so much, Angel. And also that'll be part of the record. I've never been to this place.
The food is great. You will love it.
It's
very small. It's small, but it's homey. So the food feels like you're at home and you're eating authentic Hispanic cuisine.
Very well. Thank you so much for your service. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Very well. If there are no oppositions, I recommend that work to a straight vote by acclamation as well, since there are no issues with this establishment. If you do have an opposition, please raise your hand before we go to a straight vote. I see no opposition, so this application passes by acclamation by the vote of 8-0-0. Congratulations, Heidi, and keep doing the great job that you do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I see a comment here from Cheryl Miller saying, stop saying your neighborhood, this area has other living here and it has nothing to do with culture. Respect others who have the right to sleep in their apartments. That is also part of the record. Thank you, Cheryl. Let's go to the next one.
Item 7, it's under Eating Place Beer. Again, item 7, it's La Lomita Mexican Deli Corp. It's located at 3866-3868. It's 10th Avenue. It's at the corner of West 207th Street. Again, La Lomita Mexican Deli Corp. It's item 7. Welcome. Are you here?
I'm here.
For the purpose of the minutes, please tell us your name and affiliation to the establishment.
My name is John Angrisani. That's Angrisani. I am the attorney for the applicant, licensee, La Lomita Mexican Deli Corp.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Mr. Angrisani. And I see that this license will expire late this month. I hope the certificate is on its way.
Correct.
The last time that this applicant came to the board for renewal, there was no opposition by this community board and or the committee. The last time you came for a health inspection, you had a grade of A. Congratulations. This was in the Prairie 34th precinct. Officer Aim, what is the opinion of 34th precinct?
In regards to La Lomita, in 2020, there were no 311s. Just really our only concern is just the double parking at the intersection, and other than that, nothing really to report. They're a good establishment. Thank you.
Thank you, officer.
Thank you so much, Officer Aim, for your input. This issue about double parking is a big problem. John, this is a very small place, if I recall this correctly, is it?
Correct. It's a very small place. There's no sidewalk cafe. There's no outdoor dining. There's no indoor dining now, thanks to the coronavirus restrictions. So there's 6 employees and everything is takeout. Unfortunately, My client, has been affected greatly by the coronavirus, but he's still struggling and he's trying to make it.
And he will make it.
I hope so.
He will make it. This is a very proactive community, and we will not let our merchants to go out without a fight. And I'm sure this committee will also do right in making sure that you continue to be in operation.
Thank you. I hope so also for all of our establishments.
Anytime.
Because if our middle class fails, I think our community is going to be greatly affected in a negative way.
I know, John. Comments from committee members? Questions? Seeing none, I recommend that we vote on this applicant by acclamation. If there are any oppositions, please raise your hand now. I see my hands up. This application passes overwhelmingly and unanimously by the vote of 8-0-0. John, congratulations. Have a good night.
Thank you very much. And I want to congratulate you all also for coming out and doing, our responsibility all as a community. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
All right. Next on the agenda, State Liquor Authority method of operation change. This is to add outdoor seating to the liquor license. Item 8, it's Crack and Peel LLC. They're located at 126 Nagel Avenue. It's at the corner of Auden Street. Again, it's Crack and Peel, 126 Nagel Avenue. Add outdoor seating. Present? Crack and Peel, are you present? Item 8 on the agenda. One more time, Crack and Peel, agenda item number 8. Are you present with us right now? Do you want to go to the number 9, Isidro?
See that the owner is Francis Minaja, and then the representative is, I believe, Sandra Jimenez. And I don't see either one of them here. Let's proceed to the next one, and then we'll come back if it's okay with you.
Sure. So next on the agenda, we're going to come back to 8, but would be under D. It's State Liquor Authority new license. And this is for on-premise liquor license. We have 2 tonight. Item 9, Blue Corn Restaurant Corp., 1969 Amsterdam Avenue. It's between 157th and 158th Street. Again, this is for Blue Corn Restaurant Corp., 1969 Amsterdam Avenue. It's between 157 and 158 for on-premise. Are you present?
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, how are you? For the purpose of the record, please tell us your name.
My name is Elizabeth Larios Aguilar. I'm the owner of Blue Corn Restaurant Corp.
Very well. Elisa, can you please give me a minute and let me see, let me call now Ebenezer and or if Chanel is there. If Chanel, Ebenezer, if you're on the line or the meeting, will you be so kind to have someone call a representative from Crack and Peel?
Okay, it's Chanel. Hi. I'll see if I can contact them.
You have the phone numbers listed on the application, Chanel.
Yeah.
Give them a call to see if they can come back to the meeting.
Okay, will do.
Thank you so much, Chanel. So let's proceed with this new applicant. The question that I have here, Blue Corn, you came here before, previously.
Right.
You came back on October 28th. You were here on October 28th, 2019.
Yes.
And your application, there was no objection by the committee. The question is, why are you coming back when the board approved this application?
Okay, what happened is in my application, SLA canceled my application because I have an issue with my lease. During the pandemic, they sent me a letter that I have some issues in my lease about the times and address and information about my restaurant. So I contact my landlord and he took like more than three months to fix it. He gave me 6 months later because of the pandemic, during the pandemic. So when I sent all my paperwork to Liquor Authority, they canceled my license. That's what happened. What they say, I have to reply again, and I'm doing this again.
Okay, so you are going through back through a normal process of notifying.
Right.
Or,
That's what I'm doing.
and what's the issue? What was the issue with the lease again? The address was not listed properly.
Yeah, he mentioned like my lease is gonna start on 2000, like at the time, like in 2014. It was for 2000, beginning of 2014 and ending 2004. So it's like I think spelling or, and also my address, he says 1968 instead of 1969.
I understand that could be a typo.
Right. And so it's like, I didn't catch it. I don't know why. There wasn't very small letters,
So
and I didn't catch it.
I'm going to review the plan of operations with the precinct.
Yes.
Case is the 33rd precinct, and with the committee members and the residents to see if there are any issues. Based on the resolution that the community board wrote back in 2019, we requested, you had proposed to include a jukebox and all of that, but let me go to the specifics with the precinct and the community members.
Okay.
So they understand. So, Officer Brown, this is a brand new full on-premise liquor license for this establishment at 157th and 158th. The meth operation is going to be open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. on a daily basis. There'll be jukebox, and Elisa, please correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
Sure.
Now, will you have a DJ?
DJ, no.
Are you going to have karaoke?
No, not really. I'm not interested in that.
Very well. Live music.
No, not either.
And you hear that you will have installed a sound limiter.
Of course, yeah, it is. Yes.
So you have that in place already.
Yeah.
And you will have a jukebox there, right?
Yes, I do.
And you have indicated that the space has been properly soundproofed.
Right.
And there will be no need for security guards, correct?
Right, correct.
The capacity is 46, so it's not like a really large establishment. I do see that you provided a copy of the menu and also a copy of the layout of the establishment. How accessible is all the restrooms? Can a person on wheelchair and other equipment, are they able to come to the restroom without any obstructions?
No, there is no obstructions. We have at the door, we have a ramp. They can use that ramp, especially for them. We made it.
Very well. Officer Brown, based on what you heard on the meth operation, what is the input of the 33rd precinct?
Okay, we have no objections at the 33 precinct from the location from 2018 year to date. No 311s, no complaints for disorderly people inside the establishment, no complaints for double parking in front of the establishment. We've had no, we always check for COVID-19 related violations. We've had none for not wearing a mask, and we have no complaints for social distancing. So we have no objections here at the 33 precinct.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Officer Brown, for your input. At this point, I'm going to open up and see that there are no issues or questions from residents. I'm going to open up the floor now to committee members. If you have any questions, please, this is the time. Committee members. Elizabeth,
Yes.
to request a set of stipulations because this is a full liquor license, okay?
Okay.
One, that you install a good neighbor sign. You can get it from the community board staff. Call them and have them send you a copy of the good neighbor sign.
Okay.
Do you have their contact information?
Oh, yes.
Very well. I'm also going to request that a phone number be displayed in front of the premise, visible to all our patrons.
Okay, good. I will do it.
And I would also request that you submit a copy of purchase of the sound limiter.
Okay.
And Elizabeth,
Yes.
you must submit this by Friday, the 19th. By
Ready
next
tonight. Okay, I will do it.
Friday, the one that follows. Because I'm going to schedule our board meeting on the 23rd.
On the 23rd?
Yeah, but you have to submit a copy of the sound limiter by Friday, the 19th, before 5 p.m.
Okay.
If I don't receive a copy of that sound limiter or a copy of the purchase of it, I'm going to ask the general board to vote against this particular resolution.
I need to tell you that this is not my jukebox. This is like a company. That's a third party. So should I ask them for that?
What do you mean that this is like a third party?
This jukebox is not mine. It's a company came and installed. So
It's the sound.
sound limit. Tell me.
You were the one that purchased the sound limiter. Because you said on your application that a sound limiter was installed.
Yeah, I asked them to do the sound limited to the 50, not the, not the whole volume. It's limited.
But you purchased that equipment, right?
No, they fix it here in the jukebox. So everything is digital. They do in the jukebox.
Elizabeth, but you on the application indicated
Yeah.
that you had installed a sound limiter.
By them, they did it.
So now we need to have a receipt that they actually purchased the equipment and will hopefully have installed the sound limiter.
Okay.
Can you get a copy of that receipt?
Okay.
So we will have to get a copy of that sound limiter by Friday the 19th before 5 p.m.
Okay. I will contact them to get it.
Work on it.
All right.
Isidro, can I chime in real quick? It's Waldy's.
Yes.
Sorry. So I just wanted to let you know, you can buy a sound limiter on Amazon. Correct me if I'm wrong, right, Isidro?
Okay. Okay. Thank
So
you.
just a FYI, yeah. So if you don't know, like if you don't get the access to it, or if you don't know if you don't have it, but you could buy one on Amazon. It's probably like one of the faster ways of getting it.
All right. Thank you very much for advice.
No problem.
Thank you, Wallace. If there are no other questions or comments by committee members, I'm going to recommend that we go to straight vote. And on this matter, I'm going to ask Gerard to please go with proper voting procedure.
Will do. So ready for a vote? All right. This is for item, just a reminder that we're coming back to 8, hopefully, but this is for item 9. This is for an on-premise liquor license. It's Blue Corn Restaurant. So Isidro, how do you vote for 9?
Yes.
Yes. I vote yes. Robin Cruz.
Yes.
Good man. Waldiz.
Yes, sir.
All right. And Marielle?
Yes.
All right. And Rosie?
Yes.
Rosie, great. Thank you. And Leo?
Yes.
Angel, did I see you? Angel, you're on? Angel?
Yes, I am on.
Okay, great. So I put you.
The answer is yes.
So great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This passes unanimously, 8 yeses. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Gerard. This application passes unanimously. Elizabeth, congratulations. I hope you prosper And please don't forget to send us that.
All right. Thank you, Isidro. I will. Thank you. Good night.
Just stepping back, is item 8, is Crack and Peel present? Crack and Peel?
Hi, sorry, Gerard, Ms. Chanel. I contacted the person from Crack and Peel, and they're gonna get on soon. So yeah, so probably just go to the last one and then come back.
Thank you so much, Chanel. Thank you.
No
so
problem.
Thank you, Chanel. Thank you. So next on the agenda would be item 10. And again, this is for on-premise liquor license. And this is for Triple J Restaurant Corp. They're located at 4927 Broadway, store number 3 at the corner of West 207th Street. Again, this is Triple J Restaurant Corp., 4927 Broadway, store 3 at the corner of West 207th Street. Are you present?
Miguel Acosta representing Triple J Restaurant Corp., new on-premise liquor license.
Thank you so much, Miguel. This is with the purview of 34 precinct. And Officer Aim, let me go through the specifics so you can have an understanding about this application. Miguel, I see that you have a question.
Yeah, pardon me. I want to remove the DJ and the live music. It was a mistake on the behalf of my assistant.
So, no DJ, right?
And no live music. So it's basically just going to be iPad.
No live music. That'll be put into the records in the minutes. Thank you so much. For the committee members and residents and also the precinct, let me go with the specific. What we have here is a what type of Spanish food restaurant?
This is actually the owner of La Nueva España. They're opening another location there around the corner. So it's going to be also Spanish food. I believe this is a second business that they're opening due to the fact that they are trying to renegotiate with the landlord and the lease. So in the event that doesn't go through, they have something already open and operating, God willing.
So you have indicated here that there'll be no DJ.
Yeah, no live music, no karaoke.
That you will or will not install a sound limiter?
They will.
They will, okay. And there'll be no third-party promoters?
No.
Need for security personnel. I see that the hours of operations officers, it's from 7 a.m. Mondays through Friday. Sorry.
Yeah, Sunday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 1 a.m.
Sunday through Thursday, from 7 a.m.
Friday
to 1 a.m. and then Fridays and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. Very well. And the capacity that we have here is 74. There'll be 12 bar stools and 23 tables, 46 seats. I see that you submitted a copy of the floor plan and also the menu. Officer Aim, this is the preview 34 precinct. What is the opinion of 34 precinct?
This is Officer Aim. In 2020, there were no 311s at that location. The 3-4 doesn't have any opposition with this establishment opening up. The only thing we're concerned about is that there's a bus stop right in front of the establishment. So, you know, that's just a concern for us, people like parking on the bus stop. And just there's also residents above the establishment. I see on Google there's like apartments. So just noise would be another concern for us. So just informing you guys. That's it.
Thank you so much, officer. So this is a residential building that this building stands. Let me just start.
Yes, correct.
Right now, 4927.
Yeah, that's actually the dry cleaners went out of business next to the chicken restaurant place.
So it's not where Kentucky sits, right?
No, it's next to it.
So you'll be right next to Capitol Diner.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Correct.
I see. Yeah. Very well. So this is a full liquor license. I see that I do have Sandra Jimenez. I know that you have your hands up. You were representing Crack and Barrel. You'll be given opportunity. We'll come back to you. So just give us a second. And I do see Gerard has his hand up. But let me see if there are any contending issues before I go to Gerard. So the owner is the owner of La Nueva España 207, correct?
Correct.
And I understand that you are either negotiating with the property owner or you might be moving soon. And to my knowledge, you might be moving.
Yes.
Because you're not going to make that investment and then come back to Nueva España.
Well, basically, you know, two businesses could run similar. You know, in this neighborhood, we have a lot of Hispanics where, you know, the food really sells in the neighborhood. So having two businesses competing with yourself is not, I don't consider it an issue in our neighborhood since it's saturated. They have a lot of, they've been there for a long time, so they have a lot of clientele. Sometimes their chicken runs out. So having two establishments where they can offer the same type of food, I don't think it'll be have an adverse effect on their own operation.
Miguel and Gerard, you know, I'll come back to you. Right? Let me just get these answers.
No problem. No problem.
So we have somebody else on the license, Joanna.
Yes, correct.
But you mentioned that there was obviously someone else that owned La Nueva España. So who's going to be on the license?
Oh, Joanna Francisco is the owner on both the current and present. The new application is Joanna Francisco. The current license that's being held in La Nueva España is also Joanna Francisco.
And how long has Joanna been on top of La Nueva España?
I believe she's been operating there for, the business has been operating for a long time. I think it was in between relatives and operating under her operations since 2014. So about 7 years.
Gerard, I see your question. Please, you have the floor.
I forgot my question was. So you're going into the cleaner, right?
Yes, correct.
Did you guys post notice for that location? I don't know if I saw that.
I would have to ask. I didn't go out there myself, but I sent everybody their notices, and I can't confirm that right now.
Speaking about the public notice, right? You're right.
Yes, because it is above a lot of residential.
You pass by consistently there.
Yeah, I wish I would have looked. I get on the bus, so I would have seen it there. But I'm not saying it wasn't there. I just was asking.
No, like I'm telling you, I'm not 100% sure, so I would have to give them a call. But I'm not 100% sure. I did send everybody, whoever was on my agenda today, their notices that I received from Chanel.
I could go down and take a look and see if you want.
What was that, Gerard?
I could go down and take a look if you want.
Is the gate down, Miguel?
I believe so.
Gerard, please run downstairs. I'm just kidding. Miguel, how accessible is Joanna if you were to call her right now?
I have her phone number and I have her husband's phone number, Mr. Jimenez, so I can give him a call just to confirm, but let me grab it because I'm on my phone. Do you need to ask him any questions?
I'm a little bit concerned, and you know, again, Gerard's not saying that the sign was not posted, and take into account that not only is Gerard a resident, but he's also the vice president of this committee.
Understood.
See if you can dial up.
Give me one second.
Yeah, Miguel, the only reason I bring it up is I know it's in a residence, below a residence, and I know that, you know.
No, I completely understand. You know, it's just the fact that I would understand the concern of residency if we're bringing in a lounge or bringing in an establishment that is proposing to have like music and things like that. But as everybody knows, in the location on 207th Street doesn't have residencies upstairs, but they've never been any nuisance to the neighborhood. It's always been a family-oriented restaurant, and they're trying to keep the same ambiance.
Yeah,
in the event, you know, so
I don't have a problem with how La Nueva España has been operating. And take into account that there'll be no DJ, there'll be no live music, there'll be no karaoke. That is welcoming, right? But we have to be consistent as we have requested many other members to post the sign. And,
understood.
you know, it's just a matter to see if they have it. And, you know, we're going to request some stipulations as well.
Okay, not a problem. Let me see if I can get him on the phone and see if he put me in contact.
Because, you know, the fact that this place is going to be open on Fridays and Saturdays until 3 a.m.
Oh, 3, yeah.
Yeah, it's something we really have to take a look at.
And Isidro, the on that block, out of those, the Capitol, and there's a new Indian restaurant that opened up, which is nice. But I don't know if anybody's got a look. I don't. We could find out, but I don't know if anybody's got a on-premise liquor other than this one that would be going in. So again, it's to your point. Notice would be good because people live upstairs.
Right. And
maybe they did do it. You know, who knows?
I'm gonna call him now. Give me 1 second.
While Miguel is calling, Sandra, please unmute yourself. You are representing Crack and Peel, correct? You are muted. Sandra, you are muted.
Yes, hi. Yes, my name is Sandra Jimenez, and I am representing Quack and Peel.
Thank you so much. So we are going to finish up with this applicant. Then we're going to come back to you. So be ready. Please don't leave the meeting. Please hold.
Okay.
While Miguel is calling the president or the owner of La Nueva España, committee members, I'm going to ask the chair that either we add a member or we take out a member, because it's not good to have an even number of applicants, committee members. So it's going to be either 10 committee members, 11 committee members or 9. If you know someone that is willing to join this committee and would contribute to the mission of the committee, please recommend them to the chair. Or if you yourself feel that you don't like the committee, which I'm sure you all like and love this committee, but in case there's a conflict and you feel that you cannot contribute, then let us know so we can have 9 members. Because to have a quorum is difficult when you have a even number of committee members. So something to consider while Miguel is calling. We will need.
Right. I was unable to reach Mr. Jimenez. What I recommend in this case, and taking into consideration, Gerard is a resident, there's businesses there, you have a full liquor license. I would recommend for me to withdraw the application. The process is still going to take 4 or 5 months at the Liquor Authority. So I would recommend for me to get further information, probably have, Miss Joanna and Mr. Jimenez, meet with, the.
I have a better recommendation.
Oh, go ahead.
And, if there are no opposition with the committee members, I recommend that either you or the owner send a picture of the notice to the community board by tomorrow. Would that be okay, Gerard?
Yeah, it's fine. I guess, it's the honor system, so,
Yeah, the thing is, I'm not sure if I send a picture by tomorrow, if it was placed tomorrow. That's why I'm saying I'm being, honest in this situation regarding, the residents and all that stuff. So I would prefer, and to be very reasonable with the situation, I would rather withdraw the application, make sure that, that everything is in compliance with the community board rules and regulations.
Committee members, any thoughts?
Reasonable.
Yes, Leo, I think that's reasonable.
The withdrawal is reasonable or?
Reasonable, yeah.
Yeah. That the withdrawal, giving them more time to get things in place so they can come in front of the committee soon and present with everything they need.
Makes sense.
Yeah, like I said, the application process takes over 4 or 5 months, so we have plenty of time to meet with the community board.
Miguel, I eat there all the time, so it'll be closer.
Yeah, even better.
I see that Maria has hands up and Angel pending. Maria, you have the floor, and then followed by Gerardo again.
Oh no, I'm trying to lower mine.
No, just wanted to add that yes, that's reasonable, but also to thank you, Miguel, for being honest and really caring about the community. That's very commendable. So thank you.
Definitely been here for many years. I want to see this community continue growing and all business owners continue, a good environment, because we had a couple of years that it's been very, very bad in this neighborhood.
Thank you so much, Miguel. And again, Maria, very well put and very well said. Thank you so much. Angel, you have the floor.
Just also want to echo the same sentiments. Thank you, Miguel, for the honesty, and I agree with the course of action that we're looking to take.
Excellent. All right, guys. So I'll see you guys next month. You have a great night.
Thank you so much, Miguel.
Thanks.
We're now going to go back. This application has been withdrawn. I think we're going to go back to number 9, right?
Isidro, if I can, I'm sorry to interrupt. We have a comment from, I guess, a public member. A public community member.
Okay, please.
Cheryl Miller.
Yes. Share that with
No, I think you did it already. I think Isidro did that one.
Okay, I just saw it says, how come this is, it was a question. It says, how come this is the only committee that doesn't have a public member?
And the answer will be perhaps someone has applied to be a public member of this committee. Thank you so much, Leo, for bringing that up. Gerald, let's go back to the agenda.
Okay, so going back to item number 8, it's under State Liquor Authority method of operation change. They'd like to add an outdoor seating to the liquor license. It's item 8, Crack and Peel LLC, 126 Nagel Avenue. It's at the corner of Arden Street. Present?
Present.
Welcome,
Mr.
Sandra.
Jimenez is here.
Sandra, I think you have an echo. Maybe you have to
Go back.
or that maybe you have to
Your phone on or something?
on and computer at the same time, simultaneous. Yeah.
This is on your computer. I don't even know how to. Let me see. Maybe I'm too high. Now?
Same echo.
Now?
Do you have your phone or your computer on?
Oh, wait a minute. Yes.
So put that cell like away, if you're so kind.
You can hear me better now?
Same thing, same echo.
Oh my God. Tell me.
Sandra, so are you the representative? Let's see if we can manage this. Are you the representative or the owner?
I'm the representative.
You guys try to bear with this situation and let's see if we can take care of this problem. Very well. So the idea, Sandra, here is to, you are requesting.
The Liquor Authority wanted us to put the outdoor seating, I guess due to COVID, because they were the ones that requested that we add it into the plan and to let you guys know.
Did you apply for a sidewalk cafe before?
We didn't apply for the sidewalk cafe. We are new, we haven't even opened, but the liquor authority wanted us to add it.
To add the outside dining into
The
the.
outside seating, yes.
You're right, and the rest of the committee members. This is the first time that we hear this. Am I wrong or?
That's why I figured it was due to COVID, because I have it on the, in writing from them.
Committee members, before I go to the precinct, I want to make sure that, this is something that is not new, or this is the first time that I hear that this is a requirement. Committee members, Gerard, those that are seasoned members.
Yeah, just for clarity, it's outdoor seating. You're not doing an unenclosed.
No.
And you're not doing it enclosed.
No.
And you got a notice from, just for clarity.
Yes, I have it in writing from the liquor authority.
Well, it may be a new regulation.
I can provide the letter if you require it, but they were the one that requested.
Send us
in the original plan, you can see that we didn't have the seat.
Sandra, send that copy right away to Chanel. And then Chanel, if you're so kind, share that screen with us, because this is the first time that I hear this.
Yes.
And I want to make sure that we are on the same page.
Sandra, I have a question for you. Are you guys actually going to do the outdoor seating, or it's just for the protocol, guys, to follow up with the SLA?
To be honest with you, it would be just for the protocol, because what we intend to do, I don't see anybody sitting outside to do it. It's going to be an indoor event, but they requested it.
It's easier. They may be, the SLA may be looking at this as a little longer term, maybe not a permanent thing, but longer than they believed it was going to go on. And it's like in between, an unenclosed and not having anything at all. So it may be a way for the SLA to just put some, monitoring of who's putting stuff out and making sure it's some order to it. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to waste people's times. I miss exactly what was in the letter that we're discussing.
So Leo, we are requesting Sandra to send a copy of that letter.
Let me do it right now.
To the staff, and then Chanel is going to share that letter with the other committee to see what the letter is about, because otherwise we will have dozens and dozens of restaurants that have to come to the board. So the board will be notified. And we have dozens of restaurants that have outside dining. So I don't understand what the problem is. And I don't know if you ever heard of anything similar.
No. So that's what I'm asking for. I need a clarification. So to do outdoor seating, what is, I missed it. I'm sorry. Can you repeat one more time what happened?
So usually in order for alcohol to be served outside of the premise, the establishment has to have a license for an outdoors cafe, right? Sidewalk cafe. You might have a sidewalk cafe that would not serve alcohol and therefore would not need to notify the SLA. The minute that a place has a liquor license and they apply for outdoor sidewalk cafe, then the establishment has to notify not only the SLA, but also the community board. But that's for an unenclosed or enclosed sidewalk cafe. It seems like this letter is a little bit different. It's saying that the establishment has to notify the community board of adding outdoor seating. I'm thinking that this is outside dining, not sidewalk cafe, because they have to go through a process of an application that is different.
That would be very unusual, very unclear. I recommend send over the letter, because
I sent the letter.
To
It says
Isidro's
outside
point,
dining, yeah.
wait, give me a second. To Isidro's point, then we would be doing that for every single restaurant in our community, and that would be impossible for us to navigate in time. That is a bureaucratic mess. So we'll read the letter.
Yes, it's on the second page. It was just to notify of the outside dining, and the sidewalk dining and
Now, when you have the opportunity, please share the screen with the rest of the committee.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the letter to come in.
While you do that, let's have the input of the 34th precinct. Officer's aim, this is within the purview of 34. So you understand what the request is, officer?
Yes, I do. I would just, if Sandra can give me just some information on the establishment, because I've been in this position for about 2 months, and this is the first time I'm hearing about Crack and Peel. Just so, what's their like method of operation, and if they're like a bar or
Well, I have that, and I can provide that because Sandra has an echo, and it's a little bit annoying for the rest of the members. So what they have is a full liquor license, and the method of operations are as follow. Sandra, you have not submitted. You said the same, but we don't have the same. What are the hours? You didn't write that down.
oh, what happened was that since we did this the first time, that wasn't the hours are I believe from 12 to 10.
What are the operating hours of the restaurant?
The hours of operation?
Under normal circumstances.
12 to 10 from Monday through Friday, and I believe 12 to 12 Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I'm sorry, I got caught up in a meeting.
So it's Monday through Thursdays from 12 noon to 10 p.m., right?
Yes.
And then Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays from 12 noon to 12 midnight.
Yes.
The capacity there is 40, so it's not a big place.
It's not a big place. It's a seafood restaurant that will have painting events.
And based on the hours, you will have no jukebox.
No jukebox. It's going to be only recorded music.
Recorded
We
music.
have the sound
Limiter.
exactly. That was another thing that in the application we had, that there was going to be DJ, and we took, since we decided to have the recording music, DJ, we're not having
karaoke. Karaoke. Will you have karaoke?
No, we don't have karaoke or anything like that.
No live music either?
No, no live music.
Do I have any questions, committee members?
I just have a
It's
question.
not going to be a lounge. It's a full service restaurant.
Officer Aim?
She mentioned that there's going to be like is painting. They do
Yes,
painting
there's
there?
going to be painting classes, painting gathering, painting parties.
Oh, okay. I'm
Mhm.
familiar with those type of establishments. In regards to the 3-4, there's really no 311s at that location. The double parking is really not that big of an issue on that block of Nagel. I mean, we really have nothing to report since they haven't opened. So that's our take. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Officer Aim.
I was already in a first meeting with the community board. This is a second meeting, just to inform about the outside seating, and that there will be no DJ.
Excuse me, I haven't received the letter yet. Sandra, can you try to send it to me again? I sent you an email. Just try to reply to that one, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
I send it.
So you submitted the application to SLA for your liquor license back last year, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, this can be perhaps a request that SLA is making or asking you to let DOT know about outside seating, because you have to report that to DOT. Thus far has not been a request that you have to inform the community board. Because you have to give a layout of the outside seating to the DOT, Department of Transportation. But the community board, as I know so far, doesn't have an input on the outside dining. Am I mistaken, Gerard?
I guess
You're right.
We have not seen anything like that, any request for that yet.
I don't know why
The SLA has nothing to do with outdoor dining.
Well, they told me that only to send submit the notice. I didn't need to have a 30-day notice or anything like that. It was only for, I guess, informational.
Should Sam?
Go ahead, you're right.
Should Sandra just get back to the SLA and ask them for clarification?
Yeah.
You came to the community board. We were a little surprised, and you'd like them to be clearer what they were asking you. Is it
the letter? The letter is right there.
Ms. Sandra, we haven't seen the letter, and we've been at this for about 10 minutes, and I'm getting a little impatient.
Yeah.
Well,
scroll down, please, Chanel.
Is that the second? Is that the second? In the second page. Right there.
Sidewalk Cafe. If you're applying for a Sidewalk Cafe, it's a completely different application.
That's what I asked you. There's seating, which is temporary, interim. That's what you see all over the city. Then there's an unenclosed sidewalk, and then enclosed. So you've got some clarification. You need some work you need to do with the SLA. You're coming to us, and you want to be sure you're making the right request to this board, and you are saying to us that they've instructed you to come to us to get your outdoor seating approved. Are you sure that's what they meant?
Well, I'm just reading that they said to amend and notify you.
I'm sorry if I can say something. It's Leo Jimenez. Sandra, so based on what you answered earlier, you guys said that you were not gonna have outdoor seating or a sidewalk cafe.
We will not have outdoor seating.
The letter, from what it says if it's applicable. So if applicable, if it doesn't
If
apply,
applicable, re-notify the community board and submit it. So it's not applicable. Is what
yeah,
you're
if it's
saying.
not applicable, I don't
Okay.
think we have much to do here. I think we can
put
this one, nip it in the bud.
Yeah,
Okay.
really, Leo. I mean, Sandra, at this point, I would like to request that you withdraw this because we have nothing to do with this matter.
Okay. Then I will withdraw. Thank you.
This matter has been withdrawn because we have nothing to do with this matter. Well, thank you so much for your patience, committee members.
And thank you for your help.
Thank you so much, Sandra.
Have a good night.
Thank you so much. Committee members, any issues? If not, a motion to adjourn will be in order.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion second.
I'll
second.
Second by Marielle. I'm sorry, Ashley.
Rosie.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
This meeting has been adjourned at 8:34. Woo! Early. Thank you so much, guys. Take care of yourselves. Thank you guys for writing the minutes once again and results. Please submit those results and minutes by Friday, the 19th, so I can review them. And then we'll be ready for the general board meeting. You all have a good night. Committee members, thank you so much. Officers, 34 precinct. Thank you so much for your input. Residents, take care of yourselves. You all have a good night.
Isidro, before you go, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
When it comes to the interpreting or sending questions, I don't have access to the question, the Q&A. Is that something that you can fix for later meetings?
Yes, the office can allow you to see the questions. So you can request the office staff to allow you to see the question. You don't see the questions, comments?
I see some questions, but for example, if I need to ask them if they have any questions or remind them to type them, I don't have access to that.
You don't have access to type questions?
Nope.
That's something that the office can work with, perhaps.
Okay, so I'll let my agency have the text message to them. I mean, a message to them, an email.
What's your name again?
Lily Hawkins.
Thank you so much for your service. We hope to see you. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Good night.